Alright, so I'm thinking I'm going to turn this into a series. Well, first video ever, but today we're going to be looking at 38-0-0. 38 O&O. Okay, so it's a nice little website that I found earlier while I was scrolling on X, and basically it's this website. You're building your 11 and you're using those 11 and trying to go invincible. Okay, so without further ado, let's get into it. Here's classic. We're gonna go classic because I really want, as my battery's on 10% here, you can tell that I'm a little crunched for time. But we're going to go classic, and what we're going to do is we're going to look at the stats and the overall ratings for these players. Makes it a little easier, and hopefully as the series goes on, we'll get more into the expert mode. But for now, classic. 4-3-3 is what I think I want to start with. It gives us a good base, and let's get into it. All right, so essentially you're going to spin. We landed on Manchester United 2016. Now, is there someone here who I really want to take? And I think, De Gea had a good year. Of course, he had a lot of good years covering that Manchester United defense. Sorry, Man U fans, don't get upset at that. But I think I'm going to go with Rooney, okay? Now, with Rooney, I'm probably going to play him in that center mid spot, and that's probably so that he can attack, okay? Maybe a little later. Now, Wolves 2022. At least it's better than Wolves 2025, 2026. I can tell you that. Ruben Neves, Matinho. I might go for Ruben Neves there. Now, I'm not sure if this midfield is, screaming invincible anytime soon. But now that's a good pick. Man City 2015, right? Aguero playing ahead of Rooney. Yaya Toure is a great shout in there. If you ask me, though, I think we're going to have to go with Aguero. Now, it's not a bad pick, but I did want to shore up that midfield a little bit more. Now, interesting little pick here. Zaha, we can go ahead and throw him on the left wing there. And if we can get a good, well, that's not anything that I had in mind, but if I had to pick one here, I would probably go for Harry Arter. Okay. Why not? That midfield is not... I'd be surprised if they gave us 10 wins, let alone 38. Delfeu? No, I'm hopeful we'll get a better winger than that. At least our attack will be a little set. Foster's not a bad little pull in there. Ricardo Pereira is somebody that I'll definitely, be taking in that right back spot. Of course, a good little player. Ismail Assar. Now, this is 2022. Now, is that his peak? He was always a thorn in at least my side, Liverpool's side, right? So, well, coming on up there, Cucurella, 2022, Brighton. Yeah, Cucurella and Ricardo Pereira on those right and left back positions. They'll do just fine. Now, Van Dijk, 79. Can you believe it? 2017. If only we had gotten the current version, or 2021, 2022. Well, I can't believe it. I think I'd just go Van Dijk, just because, if anything, I know he's not the highest rated on Southampton that year, but he's a freaking tank regardless. Company next to him, you ought to teach him some sense in those earlier years. Well, we made Champions League. Went 25-8-5, 83 points. Hell, we would have even freaking won the league this year. All right, well, I'm going to drop this. You guys go on this website and let me know if you can do better. Post it in the comments below. I'm trying to see what